Hey guys, it's Brass Brad. I'm back with my final shelf of goodies. 2016 metal detecting finds. But before we get started, I'd like to make an apology in advance to all the serious metal detectorists and subscribers to my channel that may run across my Pug's Hammer video. It was pretty sporadic and belligerent is the word. And didn't mean to offend anybody in the metal detecting community, and it was all in good fun. And besides, I had pretty near 250 views in 3 days, so 5 more subscribers. So who's complaining, right? So tonight we're going to start with farming and homesteading. This is the final shelf of 6 here. The last of my 2016 finds. One shelf. Notice I really cut down on the rusty relics, eh? There's old tools and farming, homesteading stuff. Last year, 4 giant shelves. Yeah, really cut down on the rusty relics, eh? 3.5 bins of milk crates of garbage, not garbage, recyclable, rusty junk. Anyways, so to start off here, can you tell the fake? Do you see a fake in there anywhere? I do, right in the middle. It's not an old iron, it's an old river rock. Thought it was a old iron when I first seen it in the ground. I thought I'd bring it home. I think I had already had a couple, so it looks so much like one. That one's in the river too. It's pretty rusty and more modern than the next one coming up. An old ground cable on it there. Handle missing. Probably had a metal wrap on it. And porcelain handle or something. There's the rock. The fake. And what's this? A Karen. Found that in an old homestead hunt. That's one of my first. An old iron. Pretty cool. Wanted to find one and I got it. Ended up with 6 horseshoes worth keeping. Full ones. Threw away probably 4 halves or something that I found. There's something, a river find in there. Big old ice pick type thing. And this must be one of them reaper teeth. Sycamore teeth. There's a sycamore tooth there too. Point, sorry. Call them points too. This was in the field. I don't know whether that was a draw pin from an old wagon or something, or surveyors. It was along the highway out there as well, so probably had a ring on the top. The string went to it, or it was a draw pin pull. Big chunk of brass there. That's off a hydro or phone line, I think. And there's a first and only oxen shoe. And we all know Keebler finds lots of them. The record holder. This one's not real big, but it's a nice shape. I like it. Something I want to find too. Trace of early settlement. And this was in the river. Is that one of them pick hands or pole pick or something like that they call them? Wonder if that's from ice jams and stuff in town using something like that, or the log and drive days. I wonder. Don't. They might have been using them construction on some types of construction and masonry too. And up in the river down there. Got a reaper cutting tooth there. Cutting blade underneath a nice brass. What do I call them things? Rains guide. Broken though. Would have been a nice one other than that. Lots of these whippletree or yoke ends all around through here. They're broke. And some rings. Whole selection of rings. This outer one might have been off the hub of a old wagon wheel or something. Flat bar. This looks like something more off a well casing or something. Oh, a bunch of little rivets and pins and stuff. There's a big old thing here. Off the end of a yoke or whippletree. There's a little, I think it's a 2.5 pound sledge hammer maybe. Good shape, I could reuse that. Big old plow point back there, in good shape, not broke. 2 axes, could have had a dozen of them in the river hunts down there, and they weren't worth keeping. They were encrusted too bad. These things are pretty neat, little, probably a shaft bearing type thing. Might not have been much of a bearing in it, but pretty sure you could make a set of shafts out of that to run some equipment. Just pressed right into the wood or something, I bet you. Gotta keep it from slipping around. Pretty sure these were a hand plane. Blade and guide or something, and one's more the blade and one's the guide. They were found near each other, and I think they might go with each other. They might go with each other. So, that's pretty neat. Got that last shelf out of the way. I know it just looks like a bunch of rusty junk, but we're not done, I guess. Look, we got hooks and buckles. Almost forgot to do that. Bunch of broken hooks. One with a round hole and 2 with square holes. And here's a bunch of buckles. Nice brass one there. That one's probably brass too at one time. One of them's pretty chromy, like stainless steel or something there. Another one, and then there's one missing right there. Is actually, I put it up with the relics above in the last shelf there. An upper shelf. Thought maybe it was an old shoe buckle. It actually had fell down on there, lying down there on its own, out of place. So I said maybe it belonged on the upper shelf. Maybe you're an old shoe buckle. There's some more. That's off of hunting ammo thing. I found the leather to it as well. I'm pretty sure it was off it to carry your shells and stuff in, or maybe a strap for the gun. Wee nipple one. Nice wee brass one there, no tongue on it. Anyways, like I say, we got the last shelf now out of the way for you, and glad got to show you my keepers for 2016. Alright, thanks a lot everybody. I am going to do some bottles for you, though. I found a bunch of bottles out metal detecting, so I'm going to do some shelves of that too. Get the winter out of the way, and we'll get back out. Looking forward to 2017. Got some old foundations in line for the season there. expand my horizons a bit. And like I say, with Pug's video, no pun against metal detecting, I love the hobby, and looking forward to getting out there and finding some more trinkets. Thanks. Bye now.